Hey everyone, Ontario Rail here. This will be the first video of a new series called Freight Car Friday. This series of videos will be out every Friday and will be short videos discussing freight cars in Canada and the States. In today's video, I'll be talking about the railroad boxcar, one of the most essential freight cars in railroad history. The boxcar originally started out in 1930 when railroads were looking for new methods to transport goods. Early boxcars were made of wood and were later reinforced with steel beams across the frame. Wooden boxcars were phased out of service in 1960 because it was a fire hazard and it wasn't a durable solution. Early boxcars were rather small, but railroads eventually took them out of service in favor of much bigger boxcars, as later on 40-foot boxcars were rather small, lightweight, and incapable of carrying bigger loads. In 1974, Railbox was formed by many railroads to respond to a shortage of boxcars. 10,000 50-foot boxcars painted a bright yellow were ordered, with the first being put into service on October 15, 1974. These boxcars were mass-produced and were built by ACF, Pullman Standard, Thrall, and other companies. Short lines and Class 1 railroads ordered these boxcars and painted them into their own scheme to represent the railway. These freight cars got the name IPD boxcars. Order size vary. For example, the Lenawee County, a short line railroad, ordered 20, whereas the St. Lawrence Railroad, another short line, ordered 2,000. I'll leave a link in the description to Amtrak Guy 365's video on IPD boxcars. I'm getting a bit sidetracked here with the history. Let's move on to what these cars are used for and why. Boxcars are some of the most basic freight cars you can see on the railway. They're simply boxes on wheels with doors on each side for loading goods and on and off. Boxcars are commonly used to haul raw materials to factories such as coffee beans and paper. Another variant of the boxcars is the reefer car, which has been modified for products that need to be kept at a cool temperature. These modified boxcars usually haul fresh produce like food and juice. Reefer cars are usually bigger than normal boxcars and house a refrigeration machine at the end of the car. If you're lucky enough to live along the west coast of America, you might just be able to see a long train of Tropicana reefer cars pulled by CSX. The Orange Juice Company had their own business with reefer cars. Link below to watch this and Signal's very detailed documentary of the Tropicana juice train. Another variant of the boxcar is the high cube boxcar, which is the fancy term for a taller version of the boxcar. These taller cars were built for hauling vehicles but were quickly phased out of service when autoracks were introduced to the few options of transporting vehicles. The result left railroads with these excess height cars, which are now used for hauling the same thing as normal boxcars. Boxcars are still around to this day. They continue to haul goods across North America. Although most boxcars have been either rebuilt, repainted, or scrapped, you can still see some IPD boxcars with their very own special paint scheme on some regular service.
Like the cool blue light